Now, our history is really something that a lot of people don't, we don't know a whole lot about. A lot of people don't realize that over 40% of all the Africans that were brought to the United States, they came right here through Charleston. So most of them folks in all around the country, almost half of those that were brought to the United States during the period of slavery came right through the Charleston port. They stayed over on Sullivan's Island in the pest houses where they kind of recovered from the journey, and then they were shipped all over the country. So we have some very deep, deep history. Miss, would you just sit down, please? Thank you. I tell you, she come in here all the time and be asking people for stuff. And I just told her, I said, now, if you gonna come around here, then you just gonna have to sit down. And I didn't say come up here, man. You know what?
Good evening, everybody.
I quit.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jackie Michael, and that's my partner there. Bob and I, we are the Gullah Storytellers at Boone Plantation, and every day we're entertaining hundreds of people. We both do 3 shows a day at Boone Plantation, and people from all over the world are coming to know about our culture, who we are. You'd be surprised, and they stay behind. We usually, the shows are scheduled at 11:30, 1:30, 3:30, and a lot of times we don't even get a break because so many people are wanting to know more about the Gullah Geechee culture. So, I'm here today just to do a little bit of what we do at Boone Plantation. Please, Lordy, don't you leave me. Please, Lordy, don't you leave me alone. Please, Lordy, don't you leave me. Guide me on my way. The night is beautiful. So are the faces of my God's people. The stars are beautiful. So are the eyes of my God's people. Beautiful also is the sun. Beautiful also are the souls of my God's people. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Oh Lord, kumbaya. Kumbaya, Gullah for come by here. Welcome. And we would say welcome to Boone Plantation. One of the many plantations along what we call the Gullah Geechee corridor that gave birth to the Gullah Geechee people and the Gullah Geechee dialect. West Africa, Senegambia, Gambia, Sierra Leone, Angola, Liberia, Nigeria. They brought us from West Africa to these parts specifically to work the rice plantation. Me no eat no beans without the rice. Me no eat no beans without the rice. Red rice, brown rice, whipping rice, okra rice, hoppin' John, rice cake. Me no eat no beans without the rice. The West Africans knew how to properly irrigate that ground so that the rice crop could flourish. And we made master rich off of that product called Carolina Gold rice. Me no eat no beans without the rice. Gullah, for I don't eat any beans without rice. In the Gullah kitchens of Charleston, South Carolina, and all along the Gullah Geechee corridor, dinner is not a complete dinner if rice ain't on the table.
Hello.
That's right. You can have your baked potato, your mashed potato, macaroni and cheese, spaghetti, meatball. But if rice ain't on that table, dinner ain't yet ready.
That's right.
And
That's right.
when you burn and you scorch your rice,
Hey.
you throw it away.
No.
Well, now, old time Gullah folks, they don't
Hey, now.
Somebody over there know what I'm talking about. Now, when you burn and you scorch your rice, like I said, you throw it away. But our people kept that. We ate that. Not only did we work the rice plantation, but rice still remains a strong staple in our homes today. Now, when they brought us to this side of the ocean, we got dropped off all along what we now call a corridor, the Gullah Geechee corridor, starting way down there in Jacksonville, Florida, coming up to Brunswick and Darien, Georgia, where we got dropped off at Sapelo Island, St. Simon Island, Jekyll Island. When that ship got to Savannah, they brought us through a port of entry we call the Old Geechee River. When it landed in Beaufort, we got put off at Port Royal. We ended up on the Fusky Island, St. Helena Island, Ladies Island, and what's known today as Hilton Head Island. Yes. And when that ship got out of this Charleston port, we got dropped off on the other side of the river at a place called Sullivan Island. That's where Fort Moultrie at today. Now that's where we fellas had to stay to be quarantined, cleaned up, before they put us on the auction block. Well, now after emancipation, we got free. Most of the Gullah Geechees that didn't go up north towards New York and Canada, we ended up settling on all the different sea islands, in Charleston, Jones Island, James Island, Wardwillow Island, Eddystone Island, Young's Island, full of Gullah Geechees, even